Hello and welcome to what is probably the last video for lesson 8. In the last video, I made it feel like, I was like, oh, now we're going to do lesson 8, but I didn't realize we were already in lesson 8. We were talking about how to make adjectives into past tense, and I think we did a brilliant job, and I think we learned a lot with suki janakatta and kirai janakatta, and those are very, very important, even though we didn't actually cover them completely. We did mention it at the end of that last video, so make sure you did watch that last video. We're going to talk about just a very minor thing right now. Ouch! That hurts. That's the topic. You do need to know mami mumemo by this lesson. Last time you heard me say that. New words. 2 new words. One is itai, ouch. And the other is itai, to hurt. Okay? So it's the same word, but it has 2 different meanings, and that's why we're going to talk about it, just to make sure that we understand that itai by itself means ouch, but it also means that it hurts. You know, so when Japanese people like hurt themselves, they go, itai, it hurts. Okay? That's what it was right there. So, itai! 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 I could have accidentally just did that. That was not planned. I just happen to have these scissors always on my desk. All right, so now also a doctor, if you go to a doctor, he might say, where does it hurt? Who knows how to say that? Where does it hurt? Literally, you're saying, where hurts? Doko ga itai desu ka? If you said, doko wa itai desu ka, you broke a big rule. You can never have wa directly after a question word, remember? Remember, this is a good case for it. Doko ga itai desu ka? Doko ga itai desu ka? Koko ga itai desu. Koko ga itai desu. Okay? This hurts. This, you wouldn't say kore ga itai desu. In English we say kore ga itai desu. This hurts, right? Pretty much we might say that. Or, well, I guess not. I guess we say it hurts here. That's what the Japanese people are doing too. It hurts here. Koko ga itai desu. Okay? All right? How would you say, my foot hurts? Or for that matter, my leg hurts. In hiragana, it's the exact same word. My foot and leg, literally same word. Ashi ga itai desu. Ashi ga itai desu. Can I tell you something interesting? So ashi, if you don't see the kanji, it's the exact same word, right? As foot and leg. So when you say your foot hurts or your leg hurts, if you're just saying it, nobody knows what you mean, right? So a lot of times, I'll tell you exactly what Japanese do. If they say ashi ga itai desu, they mean their legs hurt. If they want to say my foot hurts, they say ashi no ura ga itai desu, which means the bottom of my feet. Ashi no ura. Okay. That's kind of a mini trivia thing I wasn't planning on teaching you, but it's good to know. And I didn't even know until maybe 5 years ago. I've been speaking Japanese now for maybe 30 years, but I didn't know until 5 years ago that there was even different kanji for foot and leg. And I had to go modify the book to add that in there. Okay, so let me ask you this. If you don't get this, it's okay. You're in the doctor's. He knows that your leg hurts, but he wants to ask you, well, the leg that hurts, which one is it? Which one is the leg that hurts? The order of the Japanese sentence will be, the hurt leg, which one is it? I wish I could really hear what you're saying. I really wish I could, because some of you impressed me right now. I mean, really impressed me. And some of you, why didn't you remember that one rule? Itai ashi ga dochi, or I still think it should be wa here. Okay. Itai ashi wa dochi desu ka? Now, there's a lot of ways to ask this question. Okay. But why is it dochi? Because you got 2 legs. Right? Now, he probably would just say, honestly, dochi ga itai desu ka? Dochi ga itai desu ka? He could even say, dochi no ashi ga itai desu ka? Or dono ashi ga itai desu ka? There's a bunch of different ways to do it, okay? But itai ashi ga dochi desu ka? Which one is the hurt leg? All right. Now let's give you a short way to say ouch. Now, because when people say ouch, they don't typically like itai. You know, they do it like that. They go, ita, ita. And they add this little tsu in there. Little tsu gets added. Ita, ita. What are you doing? Ita. Why'd you hit me? Wife? Don't hit me, wife. Her name is Yukari, but I didn't know if you knew that. Another way that you'll hear in anime for sure, and guys will say it, girls typically won't say this, because it's kind of the rough way to say ouch. You did! You did! Now, we haven't seen this before. That's a little eh. It just lengthens it a little bit. You did! It just kind of lengthens it. You did! All right. That is a little short lesson on it hurts. See you all in lesson 9. Lesson 9 is so big that we're going to have a lot of videos probably covering lesson 9. And it is where we start talking about, finally, now that we've earned it by having a lot of understanding of Japanese, we're going to be speaking casual, informal Japanese. See you then. Bye-bye.